lost the money. She said, don't feel sorry for me, no. Don't feel sorry, honey. But if you want to do a lady a favor, it's what I want you to do. Lord, me $2 until the next time I see you. But delays $2. I ain't gonna lose. No, I ain't gonna lose. Delays $2. Y'all ain't gonna lose. I ain't gonna lose. One going for my footsteps. Yeah, Lord, and the other for the jukebox. The other for the jukebox. Give me some blues. Said I wouldn't be over here.
Good morning, everybody.
If my girl
It's good to see y'all. We about to get it in this morning.
I came here to try to catch him, yeah. Cause she been sleeping around every night.
I just wanted y'all to hear the soul in these two young men's voices.
But I got
sound like they were reincarnated. Good morning, everybody. I'm in Black lady, what's up, baby? Hey, Grace. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? We about to start some trouble this morning. These young men are too much. Got that soul in this voice. Both of them.
One going for my bus fare. The other one for the jukebox. Give me some blues.
To give me some blues. Go ahead. These last $2, I ain't gonna lose. These last $2, I ain't gonna lose. Another for the jukebox. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Let's get it in. You hear me? Let's get it in. All right. The title of this foolery this morning is Trump said I never knew Kamala was black until a couple years ago. We didn't know either. We didn't know either until she was nominated the VP. We didn't know either. Okay? We about to get it in. We are about to get it in. Okay? Now, I want y'all, we just gonna go straight into it. I want y'all to hear. This is from Kamala's own mouth, okay? And I shared it with y'all. I shared this with y'all on our group chat, okay? And I want y'all to hear it from the horse's mouth. Good morning, Amenize. Once again, Black lady, embrace the grace. Chris, I see you. How are you? And Tara, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? We about to do what it do. If you like the content, please hit the like and subscribe button, okay? If you like the content. If you don't like the content, scroll up, baby. This just ain't for you. Scroll up. You hear me? There's a lot of content creators in here that they do the same thing I do. All you got to do is scroll up, all right? Now, this is from the horse's mouth. This is from the horse's mouth. She said it. I did not say it. Okay? She said it. She said it. I ain't say it. Okay? Check this out. This is from the Indian News. This is from the Indian News. Okay? On YouTube. All right? She said it herself. Check this out. She said it. Sorry for the commercial, y'all. Give me a minute. Hey, green beans. I like the beat.
Becoming the first Indian American woman to be nominated as a vice presidential candidate in America. In a recent event, the Democratic vice presidential nominee took a trip down memory lane, recalling her mother's journey from India to America. Now, her mother, Kamala, was born in Chennai and immigrated to America to study at UC Berkeley. The Indian origin senator also talked about her trips to India and her mother's attempts to instill a love of good idli in her. Listen.
I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent. When my mother, Kamala, stepped off the plane in California at 19 years old.
Did you hear her? Did you hear her? Let me rewind it. She said this. I did not say this. She said this. Check this out.
Listen.
I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent. When
South Asian descent. She said the first vice president candidate. Okay, South Asian descent. Let's do it one more time. I didn't say it. She said it.
I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent. When my mother, Kamala, stepped off the plane in California at 19 years old, she didn't have much in the way of belongings. But she carried with her lessons from back home. Growing up, my mother would take my sister, Maya, and me back to what was then called Madras because she wanted us to understand.
I want to share something with y'all that a young Indian woman told me when I worked in Newark. Okay, she told me that if you marry outside your culture, this is a young girl, she, Americanized. And she said if you marry outside your culture and you go back home, they stone you. So I don't know if that's true. This is what she told me. So I'm wondering if Kamala's father was black, like they say, right? If Kamala's father was black, Jamaican, right? How is it that the mother was able to travel back home with those children? And the family didn't stone the mom. How is that? This is why this stuff doesn't play out like they say it does. This is why it doesn't sound right. Do you understand? Because in their tradition, their women are not supposed to marry outside the culture. They let the sons do it, but the women, they don't let do it. It's very rare that they do this. Very rare. And she knows that she can't go back home with this man. It doesn't happen. Okay? It's very rare that it happens that one of their own would go home with someone that is black. That doesn't land right. Okay? I just want us to understand something is not right. Okay? Now, if the father wanted to get upset, okay, if the father was like he was upset after she said the comment about the weed, her family came from Jamaica, the weed comment, y'all remember, and she was getting interviewed by Charlemagne, right? Y'all remember. And the father came out full force. He said, I am so ashamed, and I want to separate my family from what is going on with my daughter, because my mother and my ancestors will be turning over in their grave if they heard what she's saying right now, that this is identity politics. He said, I am so ashamed of her. Why didn't the father say this when she said this? Why didn't the father say this when she said this? This was 7 years ago. No, 4, I'm sorry.
I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent.
How come the father didn't get mad when she said that? That would have been the time. If the father is Jamaican, black, like y'all say, that would have been the time he would have got upset. Okay? And Amanize is right. Jamaican is not a race. It's true. The father just was born there. Amanize is correct. Green Bean said this is about the slide and the hijacking the culture from black people that built the country. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Now, this is what it is. This is what it is, and I'm gonna share something with you. I truly believe that all this is just foolery. And I'm gonna share something with you. And black people, because we don't have an understanding that we give everybody the black card, right? We want to belong instead of us looking within ourselves. Why do every presidential candidate have to have some piece of blackness? They have to have some raunchy piece of blackness for them to be, for them to resonate with us. Why is there always some raunchy or bullshit stuff that has to resonate with black people? We have to start asking ourselves that. Because when Trump got up there and said that he feel like he black the way he being prosecuted in the judicial system, why does it resonate to black people? When when Clinton got his dick sucked, why did it resonate to black people? Why did it resonate to black people? All men from every color around the world get their dick sucked. Why did it resonate with black people? He played the saxophone. It resonated with black people. His wife said, I got hot sauce in my purse. It resonated with black people. Thank you, Amanize. I appreciate you, baby. Amanize for the $2 super chat. She said we need to stop giving everyone a black card. She right, we do. We resonate with bullshit in every political party. Ain't that nonsense? We resonate with bullshit in every political party. If it's bullshit, we got a link to it. Can you imagine? For even Trump, the way they coming at him, the way the judicial system is coming at him, it's wrong. It's wrong. Okay? But for him to say, oh, I feel like I'm black, that's some shit right there. That's some shit right there. The thing is that 1 minute this woman is Indian and the next minute she black. That does not make sense. And it's not that black people have a problem with what color she is. We don't. I told y'all, how many times have I said it? We have put white people in power for so many years. We have voted on the Democrat side for so many years, thinking that they would help, thinking that they would do something for our community. Just like Dr. Umar said, that voting is a transaction. I vote for you, you give me your resources. I vote for you, you give me your resources. That's how it go, right? But the black community has not reaped the resources. They have not. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that we have not reaped the resources? It's our fault. It's our fault because we go up there and vote like sheep. We go up there and vote like sheep every 4 years. And we don't hold them to that promise. We vote and we keep moving. That's it. We don't go back and say, wait a minute, I voted for you. I voted for you. But look at all this shit that's going on in my town. I voted for you. You my assemblyman. You my assemblywoman. I voted for you. You my mayor. You my governor. I voted for you. Where's what you promised? Where's it at? We don't call nobody on it. We vote, we move on. We vote and we move on. That's what we do. Some of us don't even know our assemblywoman, our assemblymen. Some of us don't even know. Never met him before. A day in your life. You never met him. Okay? I'm just saying. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. I voted for you. That means I signed on the dotted line. That means what you say, I'm calling you on it. That's what it is. What you said, I'm calling you on it. I gave you my vote. Now do what you're supposed to do. Is those migrants supposed to be flooding the country like that? And you said you the borders are? You already in the house. You already in this seat already. You the VP. So you telling me that things gonna change when you become the president? You already the VP. We have barely seen you. These past 3 and some change years, we have barely seen you. Only time some nonsense came out is when you had the cookout for the HBCU. You had a cookout, a house party or something for our young people. I could see a luncheon where y'all sitting around talking, but you thought enough. This is how much you thought about the HBCU that you went to. That now let's throw these ninjas a cookout and shit. Let's throw these ninjas a cookout, a house party, and play Sexy Red in this bitch. They ain't gonna ask me no questions. This is the question I gotta ask you. Would you have done it to the white kids? If a white school would have came, would you have done it to the white kids? Would you have had a cookout for the white kids? All hell to the no. All hell to the no. You would not. Because those same kids would have been asking you questions. They would have been trying to make money moves. But our children up there dancing to Sexy Red nasty ass with that gonorrhea bullshit. Good morning, Gregory Scotland. How are you? It's good to see you. Hey, take heed. Many black women started it when they put out early that we need to get behind Kamala because she was a black woman. Things got tight when black men questioned past her actions. Yes, I understand. I understand. Aminai says she went because it was free. She was not invested in Howard. How much has she donated? Why they closed down programs of studies? Now I'm gonna share something with you. That I remember talking about this before. Our daughter, she goes to a college where it's predominantly white children, right? Okay. And so the people who graduated, right, from this school, they always donate back into the school. Like the school is top tier. This place is amazing. Our daughter worked her way into this school. She worked her way. She worked hard. She worked her way into this school. She deserves it. Most kids, when they get into these schools, they ain't done shit to get it right. But our daughter, she deserved it. This young woman worked really hard to get into this school. Really hard. Hers was not a cakewalk. She worked really hard. And so me and her father are proud of her. But these people who graduated years past, they donate into the school. How come all these famous people that are from HBCUs, They don't donate to the school, but they donate to their frat. They don't donate to the school, but they donate to their frat. Tell me how does that make sense? This is the same school that made you who you are. You only donate to your frat. You only donate to your frat. That's what you do. You only donate to your frat. That's it. The women too. You don't donate to the school. The schools are in trouble. I've never seen nonsense like that. These schools gotta beg for government assistance when all of y'all claim that y'all from HBCU, but y'all have never donated to the schools. The HBCU's supposed to be calling y'all motherfuckers out. Because y'all all graduated, because y'all up here talking about the Divine Nine. Y'all all graduated from these schools. But the schools are horrible. Now, I'm not sitting up here talking about the white schools don't get money from the government. They do. But they also get a fluctuation, a big, you know what I'm saying? They get big amount of money from the people who were there before these, before them. They get donations into this school. They get buildings built from people who went to this school. But y'all, as a collective, a lot of y'all famous ones that are HBCU, y'all schools are dying. Y'all schools are dying. They're falling apart. If the government don't send them money, they can't function. So what does that say about y'all? Divine Nine, get up to the head of the class. Divine Nine, what about y'all? Y'all out here trying to push black people to vote for a woman that's not black. She just identify as black and she know how to do the electric slide. So that makes sense to you. That makes sense to you. Because she know how to do the electric slide. She black. Mind you, check this. Black people don't have no problem. Black people don't have no problem with what color you are as the president. We don't. We have been voting white folks in for God knows how long. We don't have no problem with what color you are. Don't lie. Don't lie. All you got to say is that you went to a HBCU. That's all you got to say. You ain't got to get up here and tell no cock and bull story and lie to us. But you want us to resonate with you. We supposed to be on one accord. A lot of y'all get in here. Oh no, we supposed to stick together. Hey Malik, how are you? We supposed to stick together. Ricky was the first one. Oh, if you don't understand, if you don't vote for Kamala and everything like that, we just need to be blocking their asses on all social media platforms. Ricky, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be famous, Ricky. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be famous. Steve Harvey, you wouldn't be famous. D.L. Hughley, you wouldn't be famous. You would not be. None of y'all content creators who get up here and talk all this shit and everything, none of y'all would be famous if it wasn't for us. But y'all already talking about, oh, you this, you that. Okay? You this and you that. We don't have a problem with voting for you. We don't. We have no problem with voting for you. Don't get up here and lie. This is why, listen, you said things are going to change. Things are going to change. It's gonna change. This is what you said. But you already in the seat. You're already there. You were the border czar. How did y'all let all these people in like that? And they give them more money than some Americans can even get in a month of the paycheck that they receive. There are a lot of families that are struggling, but y'all will go. Thank you so much, Malik. I appreciate you governing over the chat. Y'all will go and give these people who are immigrants, migrants, money that we deserve. It's our tax money y'all giving them. Did anybody say let's give Americans any money? Did anybody say let's give them something? No. Y'all giving that shit to the migrants. There are a lot of American families that are suffering, going through something. And y'all think that that is okay, and it doesn't make sense. Because you like, oh, they'll be able to vote, they'll be able to do all this. Let me share something with you. A lot of the beliefs of the Democrat Party, right, that it's okay for us to be deleting our babies. It's okay for a man to say he's a woman, and it's okay for a woman to say she's a man and change her body and stuff like that, or he changed his body and stuff like that. Let me share something with you. A lot of these migrants don't believe in that. Remember, they have their own culture. Remember, they have their own beliefs and traditions. Some of them are Catholic. Some of them are Christian. Only reason why you doing it anyway is so that each state can have more representation. That's why Jersey collected a whole bunch of them. That's why New York collected a whole bunch of them. That's the thing right there. That is the whole kit and caboodle right there. I want to share something with you. Because I just saw somebody put something in here. Okay? Truth be told, we all of us ain't supposed to be here. We all ain't supposed to be here. We know who this land actually belongs to. We know who this land actually belongs to. All of us ain't supposed to be here. But damn it, I was born here. Shit. I was born here. My family went through slavery in this bitch. Okay? I can trace all the way to my grandfather. And who great grandfather, and also who was our slave master. So let's talk about it. The thing is that when you go and take money that's supposed to help Americans, I have a problem with you. You can eat, you be black, you be white, you be Hispanic, whatever you are, Asian, whatever you are. If you taking money that can help Americans, because no matter what color you are, I am saying Americans. When you take money and you let America suffer, okay, you the enemy to me. You the enemy. You are the enemy to me. When American families are suffering, they're losing their homes, they're losing apartments, they living out in the street with their children, they are suffering, going through bullshit. Hey, Trey, they are suffering, going through bullshit. And we think it's okay, or y'all, the government think it's okay. Y'all the enemy to me. Because if we didn't pay taxes in this bitch, y'all wouldn't be able to take care of those migrants. I know y'all like take heed, but there's children in this and that, and I'm gonna share something with you. So motherfucking what? They not ours. They're not American children. So fucking what? They're not American children. I know that's nasty for me to say, and it's Sunday, but I don't care. I don't care. Because nobody cares about our children. American children I'm talking about. How do you give these migrants $2K for supplement for school for their children? But our kids don't get that. $1,300 in food stamps, $1,500 in cash a month. You telling them marry. If you marry, you get more money. Marry. This is what y'all telling them. You giving them free room and board. You're putting them in swanky hotels until you can find somewhere for them to live. And then they still on the streets of New York begging people. Let's talk about it. Josh, let me share something with you because I like what you said. These are state funds, not federal. The president doesn't make that decision. Check this out. For the migrants to get that money, right, the Senate and the House had to release the money first. The Senate and the House had to get that thing on the floor first and debate that shit of how much money they get. So now the president, it comes before the president signs it. Now what happens is the president don't just drop these migrants in the state. Guess what happened? The governors have to call and say they got room for those people to come there. And then what happened is they get a big amount of people that get shipped to their state on buses. Okay? And the government sends them a piece of that money. And then what happened is the state trickle down the money to the migrants, and then they also take a piece of the pie too. They also take a piece of the pie. They got to get that money too. They can't just give it all to the migrants. Why you think Tiffany Hingard is going through some bullshit? They wondering where that money went at for some of those migrants. She took a whole bunch of money. Let's talk about it. She took the regular money for the people and also the money from the migrants too. Let's talk about it. That's how it go. Your state ain't got no money for no migrants. They could barely fix the roads in this bitch. Your state ain't got no money. Your state ain't got no money. This is why your governor calls to the president and say, I got enough room to bring them in. Because you want to know why? I'm going to get more representation in D.C. See, if I bring those migrants here and I give them IDs and all this shit and I get them together, I get more representation in D.C. It's about the count, baby. It's about the count. That's the thing that y'all miss. It's about the count. Y'all get that so confused. It's about the count. That's what y'all mess up with. That right there, that's what you mess up with. It's about the count. Now, check this out. Baby, you got to scroll up. You got to scroll up. If you don't want to watch my content, scroll up, baby. You don't have to watch my shit, honey. Scroll up. You ain't got to watch it. There's other people in this bitch that want to watch it. You don't have to watch my shit. Okay? Check this out from Young, Black, and Wealthy. Hear this out. Hear this out. The old man talking to Ricky Smiley. Check this out.
Ricky Smiley trying to force black people to vote. He running around here breaking God's commandments.
Ooh, Lord Jesus.
Putting on a dress and a wig and all that and calling himself a Christian when the Bible says a man is supposed to put on women clothes.
Ooh, that's nasty. When an elder got to tell you what it is, okay? That's nasty when an elder got to tell you what it is, okay? Now, I want y'all to hear something. Shout out to Anton Deems, because he dropped this, okay? Now, I want y'all to, it's a little triggering. I want y'all to hear it. And we gonna dissect the foolery when it's done. All right, let's get into it. Commercial first, y'all. Give me a minute. Hold on, one more minute. Give me a minute.
Oh, yo, out here getting these 5 miles in, as you see me do every day. Real quick, I want to talk about the DNC. I feel like the DNC has been going amazing, but I also feel like tonight, Kamala Harris has a pretty difficult job, right? And it's interesting because the Republican correspondent that's been doing the roundup after the DNC has ended, he asked the question that I kind of asked Kamala when we had our second meeting, you know, if...
So the person that's talking is Jermaine Dupri, okay? It's Jermaine Dupri. Let's get into it.
You know, the fact that she's in office right now. She's in the White House right now. And the guy, he said, what makes y'all believe that she's going to get this stuff done if she becomes president and she's already in the House?
I think that that's a reasonable question. First of all, I always like to give credit to the content creator. So shout out to Jermaine Dupri for creating this great content for us to be able to have a conversation about. Secondly, I want to give credit to my guy, Anthony Brian Logan. So good friend of mine, ABL. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to ABL. We love Anthony Brian Logan over here. And so he's the person that kind of put this on my radar. And, you know, I wanted to give my thoughts on it. So that's what we're going to do. But before we get into that, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. That link is in the description. It's a good question to ask. If she's the vice president of the United States of America,
she already there.
and which also on...
She already there.
She's had pointed responsibilities that have obviously shown that they are incompetent in the White House.
True.
As far as the things that are affecting us on a daily basis.
True.
And nobody ever asks her the uncomfortable question and have the conversation about why, instead of, as the borders are, because we're not going to let them dodge that and act like that wasn't a thing. And even if you don't want to give her the official title, she was responsible for stemming the flow of migrants and solving for the problem at the border, which got exponentially worse under their regime, more than any in history. And instead, her solution was to go over to African places and Ghana and stuff like that in order to advocate for the alphabet community, which I still don't understand how...
The volume is too low. Give me a minute.
God, how you still justify the logic behind them advocating for the alphabet community instead of...
Give me a minute. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Give me 1 minute. They got to switch to a different speaker. Hold on. Let's see how that works.
sound scripture and doctrine when it comes to principles and beliefs. But the question is that Jermaine Dupri asked, and I think that it's a reasonable question, and we're going to let the rest of the video play. If she is in the White House and the Harris-Biden administration, which the majority of what they spoke on, they don't really have official policy. We've seen that economic policy BS that they put out, and that's already been debunked. And even, you know, financial analysts and economists have already said that it was trash. It was a continuation of what they have already been doing inside of the White House. And so the question then becomes, if it's such a great plan, then how come they haven't already did it? Or how come it's not already implemented if they've had 3.5 years in order to be able to do so? If it's so awesome.
And you got to remember when she was at the DNC and she said her speech, she said that they had a plan for the border, but the Republicans denied the plan. She said Trump cronies denied the plan. But check this out. See, in DC, right? Some of these motherfuckers will write up some shit and they'll add some bullshit in there. Okay? And so if y'all really wanted something done with the border, you would have just wrote something for the border alone. Not added all that other shit from Ukraine and where the people wear the small hats. You would have added up all that bullshit in there too. If you really wanted something done about the border. Okay? Y'all added some other bullshit in there that the Republicans like, nah, I can't sign that. I can't sign that. That's crazy. And I can't blame them for that shit. Because how you get up here and say, oh, well, we wrote something, they wrote something up about the border, but, you know, Trump cronies, Trump cronies, you know, said, hell no. No. Because y'all put some more bullshit in here. And that's why they was like, nah, we can't release no more money. Let's just work on the border crisis. That's what they was trying to say. But y'all wanted to add in Ukraine and all that shit with the small people hat and shit. Y'all wanted to add that shit in here. The truth is, y'all been running this motherfucker for 12 years. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. And I'm a dim. Okay? I'm a dim. The people in my motherfucking town, the locals and shit, they do what the fuck they gotta do in the town. Now the road's a little bit, I got a little problem with the road a little bit. But it ain't bad as shit. Okay? So I'm still a dim. But I'm not voting for Kamala ass. I don't care what y'all say. Oh, you ain't black, this and that. I give two shits what the fuck y'all say. Oh, you ain't black, you ain't black. So motherfucking what then? I ain't black shit. Fuck you. Okay? 12 years they been in that bitch. 12 years. And y'all still ain't get shit right with that border. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you heard. 12 years. Y'all ain't get that shit right. Okay? And now you got all the motherfucking house ninjas. That's right. The house ninjas running after all the black people and shit. Oh, y'all better get in here and vote for your sister. You better get in here and vote for your sister. You know she made collard greens. She cleaned some collard greens in the tub. You better get in here and vote for your sister. She eat everything with hot sauce and she know how to do the electric slide. Kiss my ass. No, we ain't doing that. Kiss my ass. We ain't doing that. Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley, okay? Steve Harvey. Y'all the house ninjas in this bitch. And so now y'all want us all to act like, you know, okay, this makes sense to y'all. Oh, no, let's get in here and tell these ninjas what to do. Damn it, I give two shits what you say, damn it. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. If you like the content, please hit that like button. If you like the content, donate to the channel. This is nonsense. I'm sorry. We're not going to do that shit. We are not going to do that today. You won't be doing that. How is it that she said 4 years ago, I'm so proud to be the first South Asian presidential nominee, vice president nominee? How is it that she said that if she black? Come on now, let's act like we understand. That does not make sense. Let's act like we understand the assignment. That don't make no sense at all. Malik, thank you, baby, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. Also, I got a $1.99 super chat, and I appreciate you, my dear. Alice, thank you so much, baby. said you better shut your mouth, but you keep talking. Okay, that's slang right there. That's slang right there. When you telling somebody get down, baby, get down, but keep get down. Talk your shit. That's slang right there. Okay, for some of y'all who don't know, because I know it's some white folks in here. Y'all might not understand what she's saying. Okay, now the thing is that you sitting up here telling us bullshit, okay? And we supposed to agree. Oh no, she black. We supposed to agree with her. Cause she black. The problem is, like I told y'all, how many times have I said this? Black people don't have a problem with voting for anybody. We don't. The only problem that we really got is that we don't call people on that shit. We don't tell them, nah, I voted for you. I voted for you. You assembly man, you assembly woman. I voted for you. But my motherfucking road ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I got a crack house down the street from my house. Okay? Deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no crack house. I live in the suburbs. Okay? I'm hood, but I live in the suburbs. I was born and raised in the projects, but I live in the suburbs now. Thank God. I met my king and he changed my mind. That's why we live in a different place now. But I'm going to let you know, we got to start calling people on they shit. We got to start calling people on they shit. I voted for you, motherfucker. Do your job. Do your job. When Green was up there, okay, when Green was up there with that other woman, okay, Lockett or Jasmine, whoever, okay, when these two motherfuckers was up in the house doing bullshit, cracking on each other, one said beach body, the other one said your fake eyelashes. Let me share something with you. That motherfucking moment should not have went viral. DL Hughley was in on that shit too, laughing about it. All these content creators was in on that shit. Nobody asked these two bitches why y'all ain't doing y'all motherfucking job. We playing kindergarten tricks. Why y'all ain't doing y'all motherfucking job? That's what we get. That's why we pay y'all to do y'all job. Not to get in here and call somebody beach body. Not to get in here and call somebody, you got some fake eyelashes and shit. We give two shits what the fuck y'all look like. Do some motherfucking work in this bitch. Do some work in this bitch. A viral moment? Nobody gives two shit about that. Do some work in this bitch. What the fuck y'all think we sent you to DC for? To do some work. Y'all don't like each other. Nobody gives two shits. We don't care. We don't care if y'all don't like each other. We don't care. We sent you in here to do a job. Do your job. Do your job. Regular average Joes, we have people we don't like on our job. We can't stand some of our supervisors. We can't stand some of the people we work with, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. Some of the people we don't like because they attitude. But we know we need this motherfucking job. We know. We know. And we say some shit to them, we getting called to the office. We know we need our motherfucking job, so we gonna mind our business and act like we don't see them. Okay? We gonna act like we don't see them. But y'all two bitches, yes, I said it and I called them both two bitches. Y'all two bitches up there in the house acting a motherfucking fool. And she gonna talk about, I had a viral moment. Nope, I give two shits you had a viral moment. I give two shits. You call somebody beach body and the other one talking about your fake eyelashes. Both of y'all bitches need to do y'all job. How is it when y'all don't get y'all shit together with the budget, okay? Y'all still get motherfucking paid. How is that shit? Do that shit make sense? That shit don't make sense. Y'all still get paid. But the working class got to wait until y'all reach a budget. But y'all was able to sign money for the migrants and get that shit done. How is that shit? Do that make sense? But when it comes to something, okay, when it comes to something for the American people, you lost your mind. You don't know what you could do. You lost your mind. Nobody wants to help the American people. But if we don't pay our taxes, we going to jail. You don't pay your taxes, you going to jail. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Y'all got to start looking at y'all senators, because these motherfuckers is the one who agreed with the migrants getting that money. Start looking at your senators, House of Representatives and shit, your assemblymen. Start looking at them motherfuckers. Start looking at them two-sided. Why did you agree to give these people money? When black people, white people, Asian people, Hispanic people, every other race that's in this bitch that's American is struggling in this motherfucker. Let's get into it.
Then why did things exponentially get worse for most people? And we see layoffs abroad.
$2 super chat.
I mean, when I say abroad, I mean abroad across all segments and sectors, manufacturing. The only thing that they're not laying off is continuing to use your taxpayer dollars, and we ain't never seen a Congress member or a legislator get laid off, right?
Never saw.
If they've been in the White House for 3.5 years, and the majority of her policies and the things that she's standing on or what she's professing at the Democratic National Convention is more of the same of what we already are, then how come we don't A, have results, and then B, how come they're not already solving for the problems that we got questions about? I think that it's a reasonable question. Let's let them cook and get the rest of his thoughts off, and then we're gonna come back.
And it's a tricky question because
guys, if you're looking for a school that is 100% online, offers low cost tuition, and has over 135.
It's a tricky question because I asked Kamala basically the same thing.
All of these people got Kamala Harris's number.
In so many words. And I asked her, like, as the vice president, why they don't let her talk when, Biden seems like he needs or he needed someone to speak up for him. I thought that's what the role of the vice president was.
Facts.
That's a reasonable question again. But first, we got to get out of the fact that they was in denial about the fact that he was in cognitive decline and that he had been seeming like he's showing early signs of dementia. But they still let him speak at the Democratic National Convention, and they made sure that they put that podium in front of him. And then he flew out the next day, so he certainly didn't stick around. So why wouldn't he be sticking around if that was what he was already scheduled to do, as far as being there for the Democratic National Convention?
Facts.
Because first we got to force him to identify the fact that they tried to act like he wasn't in decline in the first place.
They sure did.
Was to help the president. And basically, she kind of let me know that her hands was tied. That they didn't really allow her to be a voice like that in that space.
Sounds like passing the buck.
And
she lying. Biden was already in trouble. Y'all remember 2 years ago when he kept falling? Y'all remember, right? Everybody remember when he was falling all the time. Every time he turned around, something was happening. He was falling. She's saying they didn't let her have a voice. Okay? They didn't let her have a voice when he was falling and everything. They didn't let her say anything. Okay? When he was falling. So if we put you in the front seat, will you be able to do anything then? When we put you, because you in the back seat now. When we put you, not even in the back seat, you the co-driver. You the co-driver. Good morning, Black Man Unfiltered. You the co-driver. So you telling me if the main driver act crazy, The co-driver ain't supposed to take over? That's what you telling me? You had to wait for them to say something? You the co-driver. If the car going out of control, damn it, you supposed to be able to take the motherfucking wheel. Am I right? Am I right in this bitch? You supposed to be able to take the motherfucking wheel. Black Man Unfiltered says she wanted him to fail. When he was doing all that falling, you saw it, everybody saw it. When he was doing all that falling, why did you say something then? You say you care about the American people. You say you care about the American people, but your choice was to be quiet. Don't they tell you at the airport, if you see something, say something? Don't they tell you at the airport, if you see something, say something, damn it? That's what they tell you, right? If I see a bag unattended at the airport, they say something. If I see a bag at the train station unattended, they say something. Why you ain't say something, baby? Why you ain't say something? That's what y'all tell us. If you see an unattended bag, say something. If you see some suspicious stuff going on, say something. That's what they tell you. Say something. They got commercials and shit about it. They got commercials and shit about it. Say something. If you see something wrong, say something. Why you ain't say something, baby? Why you ain't say something? If you love America so much like you claim you do. Now you say, when I get in the seat, when I get in the front seat, I'ma drive this motherfucking car well. I'ma drive this car well. I'ma drive America well. I have a problem. The car already got dents. The tire has already come off. The front tire has come off already on the wheel. Okay. The second tire is almost off. Okay. The third tire is flat. Okay. It's flat and shit. Okay. And so you're gonna drive with the one. You're gonna drive with the one. You're gonna drive with the one. You saw all this foolery going on beforehand. You didn't say anything. So you want the American people to say, thank you, Malik. You want the American people to say, let Kamala get in the front. Let Kamala get in the front. 12 years y'all ran this bitch. Trump ran this bitch for 4 years. He ran this shit for 4 years. That's what happened. Trump ran this shit for 4 years. Y'all ran it for 12. And so now all the shit that's going on is Trump's fault. Make that make sense. And I don't like Trump. I don't like Trump. I don't. But I don't like Kamala ass either. So how is it fair is fair in this bitch? We're going to talk about it. Be fair in this bitch. Only 4 years he was running this bitch. And he's the motherfucking problem? Right. Okay. Go tell that shit to somebody else. Black Man Unfiltered said, take heed, I need the same energy Tuesday. Your voice is needed for this election. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. That's the problem I got right there. That's the problem I got right there. Let's get into it. Let's finish. Shout out to Anton Daniels. Shout out to Shout out to Jermaine Dupri as well.
Hey, I don't know if she's gonna, I want to see how if she even touches on this, because if she doesn't touch on it, that's the question that I feel like the people that have mixed decisions about voting for her. This is one of the questions. This is the top question that they had. And like I said, this is what the Republicans are saying. You know, they never heard the part about her hands being tied. And if she says something about her hands being tied, then it makes it look like the White House or the Democratic.
Her hands was tied for what? Her hands was tied for what? So if your hands was tied, when you get in the front seat, will your hands be tied too? This is why I say I have a problem with women running shit. And I know some of my sisters gonna be mad with me. Some of y'all gonna be mad with me and shit. But I give two shits if you mad with me and shit. I give two shits that you mad with me. Okay? This is why I have a problem with women running shit. Because when shit go fucking left, you can't say it was me. You can't. You can't say it was me. Only men can say that shit was me. It was me. I fucked up. Only men can say that shit. It was me. It was my fault that shit went left. When it's women, no, I don't know. I think it was so-and-so, this and that and all this other stuff. It wasn't me. My hands was tied. No. Just like when women get in here and they got like 7 baby daddies, okay? They got like 7 baby daddies. They say, nah, it was my baby daddies that was the problem. Mind you, you the one who opened your legs and got in doggy style. It was you. Nobody forced you. Ain't nobody forced you. We're not talking about the R word. We're not talking about none of that. Hey, Hall. We're not talking about none of that. Nobody forced you. You spreaded your legs like the Red Sea, baby. And that's what happened. You gave that but JJ up to 7 men and you let him skeet. That's what it is. You're responsible for that shit. But here she goes talking about my hands was tied. Mind you, you the second in command. Mind you, you the second in command. And if they wanted to tie your hands like you claim they did, what happened to 25? Is that Amendment 25 or Article 25? I don't even know which one that is. Okay? When you say he's not competent to stand as the president, what happened to that? Because I'm quite sure the Dems would have said, yeah, let's get him out of here. I'm quite sure. If you would have said he's not competent to be the president, I'm quite sure the Dems would have agreed 2 years ago when he was falling, damn it. Thank you, Malik. I saw what you wrote. Malik said, because this is Take Heed's channel and she don't ask them who you voting for. I give two shits who you voting for. I already know who I'm voting for. I don't care who you voting for. It'll make me know, never mind. I always say, vote for the candidate that fits your family best. That's what I say. Let's get into it.
Party didn't really want her to exceed. So she can't really
succeed, not exceed, succeed, but we get it.
Her hands was tied, but she does have to step into that space. This is something I do believe.
My hands was tied.
And I don't think, like I said, I don't think that that's an unreasonable question. I think that it very much resonates with me in particular. Why can't they get things done? Why can't she step up? What is it that they need to do that's going to be different? Or what are they going to do that's different?
I appreciate you.
In the last 3.5 years that we've already experienced that, obviously a lot of y'all are suffering from. And I'm going to just tell y'all, like, let's just be very, very frank. It's a lot of people getting thrown out. It's a lot of people getting their cars repossessed. It's a lot of people going to jail right now. It's a lot of people that are suffering across the board when it comes to these economic policies. And we already know that these migrants is in these sanctuary cities.
Thank you, Danny, for subscribing.
I ain't even just going to say black people. What people don't even realize is that they are there to replace you. They are there to supplement you. in order to ensure that a certain, in my opinion, a certain demographic stays in power. And it ain't you. You just a representation of it. Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Again, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description.
Shout out to Anton Daniels for always dropping those gems. This brother always be on fire. Shout out to him. He always dropping those gems and telling the truth at all times. Okay? I like his content. His content be fire. Because he just don't come out and be like da 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 and you black and vote for Kamala. You know? And I think right now people are changing their mindset. It's not because she says she black. It's not because of that. Because if what it is that black people are tired of identity politics. They know under a certain president they have more money. They know shit was not crazy. Okay? You know, the thing is that y'all got all these black people believing that Trump gonna put all black people in cages and shit. That is gonna go back to slavery. Y'all got black people believing that shit. That's why they scared. Do you think that slavery could really come back in America? The way black people are today? Y'all better get that shit out y'all head. Get that shit out your head. It could never happen. It could never happen. Never happen. Do you hear what I'm saying? It could never happen. Y'all scared Trump gonna give these police immunity. Let me share something with you. You just do not have white police officers. You just don't. You have all different kind of races in this bitch that are police. If he give immunity, he got to give immunity to every motherfucking body that's a police officer. See, politicians, the best thing they do is that they lie. They lie to get the shit that they want. That's just like a pimp. You hear me? A politician is just like a pimp. Baby, you go out there and sell all this pussy right here. Sell all this pussy right here. Daddy gonna buy you a nice Lexus and shit. Go out there and sell that pussy. You my top hoe. Go out there and sell that pussy. She gonna be proud to sell that pussy. She gonna go out on the street. She gonna be so proud to sell that pussy because she gonna get a Cadillac. By the time she finish selling all the pussy she can sell, he gonna say, baby, you ain't make enough. You ain't make enough for me to buy you a Cadillac, baby. See how they lie like that? That's the same thing that Trump gonna tell that union. That's the same thing Trump gonna tell that union. Oh, I wasn't able to, do it like that. He ain't even, matter of fact, he ain't even gonna talk to the union no more. Because he only can do 4 years. He ain't even gonna talk to the union no more. Messi said, say something. Say something. Scroll the fuck up if you don't like it here. That's right. That's right. If you don't like what the fuck I'm saying, scroll up in this bitch. Scroll up in this bitch. And for the person who wrote, we in slavery now, kiss my ass. We not in slavery now. Y'all don't know what slavery is. You don't know what the fuck slavery is. Our families, our ancestors went through bullshit. You don't know what the fuck slavery is. Kiss my ass. Up here talking about slavery. We in slavery now. Kiss my ass. We ain't in slavery now. You don't know what slavery is. You don't know what it is to have your children ripped from you. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know the shit that our ancestors went through. You talking about we in slavery now. Can you go the fuck outside? Do you have a brand on your motherfucking back like a cow? When you run into white people on the street and they say, girl, where you going? And you say, my master told me. Do you say that shit or do you just get in your BMW and drive off out of your motherfucking driveway? Get the fuck out of here. You can't go to Walmart without a letter saying my slave master sent me to Walmart. Get the fuck out of here. Anybody who think I should calm down and stop screaming, scroll the fuck up. Scroll the fuck up. You ain't gotta watch my shit. They got other content creators in this bitch. You don't have to watch my shit. Now, is this some shit that's wrong that happened to black people? Yes, it is. Is there some shit that black people do that makes shit go left? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But we always want to get up here and say racist, racist, racist. Some of the motherfucking shit y'all do be fucked up. And then when the shit go left, now we out here with pitchforks and knives and shit. Anytime a police officer, and I'm jumping off subject, but we about to get it in. Anytime something happened with a police officer with one of our own, everybody out here in this bitch arguing about it and shit. We got to go to court. We got to fight for money. You got all the big wigs coming out talking about this town did this and this town did that and this state did this and this and that. You got all the big wigs, right? You got all the big wigs come out when it's a police case against a black person. What about when it's an innocent black person, right? Let's talk about it. It's an innocent black person, and it's a black person who is in a gang that delete the innocent black person. Where's the pitchforks and the motherfucking knives then? Where's that shit at? Where that shit at then, damn it? Where that shit at then? Huh? Let's talk about it. Where that shit at then, damn it? Where y'all motherfuckers at then? All y'all on the news and shit. Where y'all motherfuckers at then? Let me share something with y'all. Some of the stuff that happened to people, we gonna get a little nasty with it this morning. Some of the stuff that happened to some of our sisters and brothers because of the police, right? Okay. And some of them be a danger to the community. Let's talk about it. Some of them be a danger to the community. You yourself would not want this motherfucker around you and your family. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You wouldn't want this motherfucker around your family. Let's talk about it. There's some people that I seen growing up that did bullshit in my community when I was young. And when the police did their job and something happened, okay? The police did their job and something happened, right? They got sent to glory. I ain't cry. I ain't get sad. I ain't go out there with no pitchforks and knives, because you want to know why? This the same motherfucker that been selling crack in our projects. This the same motherfucker that had been deleting people in our projects and never went to jail for it. This the same motherfucker that been terrorizing the community. Some of y'all need to tell the truth. Some of these people that they up here defending and shit, that they be up here defending, they put their own self in bullshit. I'm sorry. This is the thing that black people don't want to tell the truth. Some of the shit that you see people get deleted for, you know good and hell well that shit wouldn't have been you. You know good and hell well that shit wouldn't have been you. You feel bad that this person got deleted, but you know good and hell well that shit wouldn't have been you. First of all, you think in your mind like, she was a good person, she had a good job, but why she had a drug dealer boyfriend? That's what you think in your mind. That's what you think in your mind. Like, why she got a drug dealer boyfriend and she got a good job and she doing what the fuck she got to do? Why she got a drug dealer boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? This is what you think in your mind. The sad part is we take people. Let's talk about it. We gonna talk about it. This nasty. I might get some of y'all motherfuckers unfollow me. I give two shits if you unfollow me in this bitch. I'ma still tell the truth at the end of the day. Okay? Some of us will take people that we know good and hell well that they on some motherfucking demon time. We know good and hell well that this black person is on some demon motherfucking time. Okay? We know good and hell well we don't even rock with people like that. Okay? Like for me, me growing up in 3 projects here in Jersey. Okay? Okay? I grew up around drugs. So I could spot a druggie from a mile away. I don't care how clean you look. I could spot your ass from a mile away. Especially if you smoke crack, I could smell it on you. That's how much crack I smelled growing up. I could spot that shit from a mile away that you a crack addict. You on dope. You on pills. I could spot that shit clear as day. That's the sad part about it, because I grew up in a crack house. I don't fuck with people that's on crack. Once I find out that you doing some shit, I don't care what kind of drug it is. Once I find out, I don't fuck with you. I do not fuck with you. I don't fuck with you at all. Because I know what that shit does. I don't fuck with you. I can't trust you. A druggie will rob and steal from you. If you let them, they'll rob your whole house and walk out like they ain't do shit. We will take somebody, let's talk about it, that was on drugs. We know this person was on drugs. You know this person was on drugs. Some shit happened wrong with the police. Okay? Some shit happened wrong with the police. You know this person was on demon time. Something happened where they get sent to glory. Now this person is an upstanding citizen. This person went to church all the time. This person was this person was that. Mind you, they were selling drugs in the community, okay? They were selling drugs in the community. They was getting other kids in there to be like goats and shit, you know, muse and shit, you know. I said goat, I'm sorry. Muse and shit, carrying drugs from here to there and shit. But they was an upstanding citizen. Yeah, Malik said runners. That's right. I'm sorry, Malik. Thank you. They was doing bullshit. These same people were promising these kids, oh, if you do this run, I'm going to buy you some Jordans and shit. And the child will do it. You do this run, I'm going to give you $100 if you do it. And the child will do it. These the same people. This the same people that, oh, they went to church. They went to church one time. And he got saved that one time at the church. Got saved one time at the church. You know, he went in there, went to church, got saved. Now he been to church all the while. She been to church all the while. She saved and everything, sanctified. But this is the same person who been selling drugs in the community, hurting the community. This is the same person that grandma and grandpa scared to go down to the Rite Aid. The same person grandma and grandpa scared to go down to CVS, and CVS and Rite Aid is closing. Shout out to Messy Michon. Because CVS and Rite Aid is closing. Grandpa and grandma can't even get down there. They scared to walk past Deshaun and Tyshawn and Quishawn and Kyshawn because they out there slinging that shit. But this the same one that had some shit going on with the police. Okay? Had some shit going on with the police. And so the police did what they were supposed to motherfucking do. And now everybody up there talking about, oh no, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. When this same child was the one who was terrorizing the community. This same child was selling drugs in the community. But they got saved one time. You know, well, you only get saved one time. But you know, I got saved. But I'm still out here selling drugs to my community. I'm still terrorizing my community and shit. Baby, make it make sense. Some of these same people, when you hear the story about them being deleted by the police, you immediately say, I know good and hell well I wouldn't have been around that person. This is what you say. I immediately know I wouldn't have been around that person. But these same people that get deleted by the police because of some shit that they done, okay, some shit that they done, we label them as, oh, they just like Malcolm X. They just like Martin Luther King. Two men of substance. Regardless of what the fuck y'all say, oh, he cheated on his wife and all this other stuff. Regardless of what the fuck y'all said about these men were icons. And y'all will take people who are druggies and label them with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. This is the uncomfortable truth that y'all want to have. This is the uncomfortable truth y'all black folks don't want to have. The same way we get upset about these police deleting our sons and daughters, we should get upset about our own sons and daughters deleting each other. Why do we only hear when it's the police? When our own sons and daughters do bullshit. And why is our own sons and daughters doing bullshit? And it's nasty. And I know it's Sunday. And I'm cursing and screaming. I know. But that's only how y'all watch my shit. Ain't that crazy? I got to be ghetto for y'all to watch my shit. The truth is that, and it's sad, nobody want to tell the truth. We don't want to offend nobody. We don't want to hurt nobody. And why these children are acting the way that they do is called a chain reaction. You know what the chain reaction is? You know what the chain reaction is? Mama, the chain reaction, right? Okay. You know where that whole thing start? It's before the baby even born. Let me show you where it started at. Why our community so fucked up. Let me show you where it started at. When your ass got out the shower, right? When your ass got out the shower, and there's a fine black man laying on the bed. He booty butt naked. You just getting out the shower. This is where all this shit start from, right here. All this shit start from right here. When you don't go in the nightstand and reach for the condom, this is when all this shit start right here. Because we're having babies by men who are not of substance. We having babies by jesters. Okay? We're having babies by jesters. Because if you're having children by kings, this man will marry you. He would train those children under one roof. Those kids would say, when somebody say, we need your father to come to the school, the father will come. We're missing the fathers of substance. Not no weekend daddy. We're missing the fathers of substance. That's what our community is missing. People will get up here and say, no, it ain't because they don't have no father. It ain't because they don't have no father around. No, it's because they don't have no father around. That's why our community is crazy. Because they made us believe we don't need no man to raise children. And we were so stupid to believe that. Let me share something with you. You cannot raise children without the owner's manual. Now, if this person went on to glory, there's nothing that you can do. But you need to get them under some man that have substance. This is why our children are messed up the way they are. Because there's no father around. There's nobody there to guide them. The fathers are needed. See, the problem is that we having babies by Pookie and Rere. These jesters that ain't shit. This is why I always tell y'all, everybody ain't supposed to have children. Everybody ain't supposed to have children. Pookiesha and Rakeisha ain't supposed to have children either. The Pookie and Rere lineage is supposed to die off. These motherfuckers ain't supposed to have babies. This is the uncomfortable truth we do not want to have. This is the uncomfortable truth we don't want to have. Shout out to Officer Tatum. I want y'all to hear this. Check it out. Commercial first. Give me a minute.
Three great causes drove me to enter this race in the first place, primarily. And these are the principal causes that persuaded me to leave the Democratic Party and run as an independent. And now to throw my support to President Trump.
Would you then change your vote from Kennedy to Trump?
Yes, I think anything that we can do to get Kennedy in a higher position is worth it. I believe any decision that Kennedy makes, it comes from an enlightened place. So he has my full confidence and support in anything he decides to do.
We just had a very nice endorsement from RFK Jr., Bobby.
He did it. He endorsed Trump. I think this.
So y'all know Bobby family is mad with him now, right? You hear them all coming out talking about he wrong to endorse Trump. I'm going to share something with you, and it's nasty what I'm about to say. There going to be a lot of men that's going to unfollow me, and I understand that, and it's all right. I understand that you don't want to follow me no more. But it's okay if you don't want to follow me no more. Because I don't want men that think it's okay for a woman to be president. I don't. You want a woman to be governing over you. There has only been 22 women around the world that has governed nations in total. Currently, there are only 6 right now. But out of the past 10 years, it's only been 22 women that have governed nations. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, damn it. These nations that these women have been governing are not like America. Only South Africa is a little bit like America. Because remember, they still have a parliament and all that. They're still linked to Britain and shit. Okay? But she can't do all that shit without them saying she could do the shit. She still got to answer to somebody. Let's talk about it. Okay? But you want a woman who doesn't even know what she is. 4 years ago, she said she was Indian. Now, I'm black. She don't know what she is. Okay? She don't know what she is. Okay? And she got that nasty hyena laugh. She don't know who she is. But y'all want her to be the president of the United States. She's saying her hands was tied when she was the VP. So will your hands be tied when you become the president? Will your hands be tied? I need somebody that's going to say, that shit was my fault. I need somebody to say that shit. I need somebody to say, I'm going to get in here and fix it. This is what men do. This is what men do. When they see fucked up shit and they done this shit, they get up and say, I did that shit. I fucked that shit up. I'm going to fix it. I have watched my king do this. I've been married to this man going on 17 years. When shit go wrong, I have watched my king rise to the challenge and say, I did that shit. I'm going to fix it. That's what you hear. He don't say, oh, you did it, he did it, she did it. He don't do none of that shit. He say, I did it, and I'm going to fix that shit. That's what my king say. I did it, I'm going to fix that shit. She said her hands was tied. You are second in command. Your hands was tied. Where, boo-boo? Where were your hands tied at, boo-boo? You second in command. Where was your hands tied at, boo-boo?
Used for Trump. I think this is a big momentum game for Trump. The media is not going to talk about it, but the people are going to change their perspective, especially the ones who wanted to vote for RFK. They're going to change their perspective and either give Trump a vote or they're going to use RFK's still existing ballot positions in certain states to vote against Kamala Harris. This video is brought to you by ground.news, ground.news/Tatum. We'll get to that in a second. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to get notification anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you're still subscribed to this channel. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a big, pivotal moment for Donald Trump in a lot of different ways. I honestly believe that after the quote-unquote momentum from the DNC, which I think they didn't have a lot of momentum. I think they had a lot of ups and downs and valleys because they had a lot of incredibly embarrassing things that they've done at the DNC, especially with these abortion buses outside giving vasectomies and abortion pills to people. And the same people that's like, my body, my choice, protect the kids in Gaza, and they taking the lives of the kids right here in America at the DNC. All right, let me get to my point. So I think that RFK had a leveraging point of voters who were disgruntled with both Kamala Harris and President Donald Trump. And I think that they're upset about it. They don't want to pick either, so they had it out. But that out decided to say, I'm going to cast my vote for President Donald Trump. I'm going to cast my support for President Donald Trump. And therefore, he articulated, and I think people can receive, the fact that he thinks that the Democrat Party is an existential threat to America. And that's where I think people start to say, I was going to vote for RFK, but I think I need to vote for Trump if RFK is not on the ballot because we can't let these people in. The same theology of the people that follow RFK is going to be the same theology of saying we can't let the Democrats win. I really do believe that.
I can't.
But let me go to
that.
ground.news, which is my favorite website to find news and find it in a balanced and accurate way. One thing that I honestly hate is that when I hear stuff only on one side. You got to hear things on both sides or you're going to be stuck like Chuck. All right? So RFK suspended his presidential campaign. You can see now that it's a huge story. You got, when you look up at the top right here above my head, you see there's 27 articles from the left and 12 from the right and 26 from the center. And this was updated 7 minutes ago. All right? And so how do you kind of get the best information from this website? All you got to do is see what they're talking about on the left, see what they're talking about in the middle, see what they're talking about on the right. And when there's more articles, which are coming soon, they're uploading articles as they come in, there will be a bias comparison. Therefore, you can click on it and you can go straight down and see where the biases are. Another thing that I really like on here is you can see what news outlets are reporting on it. So not just the fact that it's left, right, you can see which ones are reporting on it from the left and right. You can see the factuality. 71% of the people who are reporting on this are reporting with a factuality rating of 100%. So it gets them right around 71%. Ownership. You can see that the biggest ownership is media conglomerates, the ones who are putting this article out. A lot of times this becomes very important because you can see, is it, independent news that are reporting on it or is it big conglomerate? Which could tell you if it's propaganda or it's not, right? And if you want to follow certain individuals, like if you are interested in RFK, you can click right here and push the plus sign and add RFK to your list. You can add all of these to your list. U.S. elections, down here, political, all this stuff. So go through and find your articles here. It tells you exactly what articles are what. You click on the articles, it pull it up, and you can have a fair and conclusive read. And I want you guys to, right now, if you use my code, which is ground.news/Tatum. We'll put the link in the description section. You get 40% off the Vantage plan, which is the unlimited access plan, which is the plan that I use.
Sorry for the commercial, y'all.
I love getting stuff at a discount. And they finna hook y'all up because y'all support me. So go to the link, ground.news/Tatum, get 40% off on the unlimited access plan. Shout out to ground.news for creating a great website. I wish I came up ground.news. I'd be a trillionaire right now. All right, let's get to the RFK video. Because some people haven't listened to what RFK said. Maybe some people don't want to listen to what he said. You probably prefer for him to read it. Because his voice is kind of distorted. But it seems like his voice is getting a little bit better. But I think the invaluable point is what he actually said and how he's decided to endorse Donald Trump. And I would argue that he's probably going to be on stage with Donald Trump tonight at the rally because he's here in Phoenix doing this presentation. Roll the clip.
3 great causes drove me to enter this race in the first place, primarily. And these are the principal causes that persuaded me to leave the Democratic Party and run as an independent.
I'm not trying to be funny, but it's hard for me to listen to his voice, okay? So what he's saying is that it's hard for him to continue to have rock with the Democratic Party, and this is what led him to become an independent, okay? And so to the nitty-gritty, okay? To the nitty-gritty, let's just get to the nitty-gritty. This is why he decided to go with Trump, because the beliefs of the Democratic Party doesn't work out like it's supposed to. It doesn't work out like it's supposed to for him. So he like, nah, I can't deal with that. Okay? I can't deal with that. And I don't blame them for that. Okay? Now, I want y'all to hear something else. Black voters reject Kamala Harris. Okay? The DNC speech. I want y'all to hear this. Check this out. Commercial first.
I bought this lint brush from TikTok shop to clean up this naughty boy's fur. Look how easy it is.
Shirts. Like and subscribe to the channel. The biggest thing I want you to do is hit the like button, like, and write a comment. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just be clear and concise.
I think most black people, because of the perpetuation of victimhood in the black community and the legacy of slavery that people are still holding on to be a victim instead of taking accountability and doing something better with their life.
You're right.
Because of that mental illness that is spread across the inner cities across this country and the black community, for whatever reason, black people are still going to vote for these Democrats. With no reason to. They still going to vote for them. And nobody better tell me nothing else. You can't tell me that it makes...
Because the only reason why a lot of us are picking Kamala is because they believe she black. That's the only reason why people are picking Kamala, because they believe she black, and a lot of them believe that Project 2025 is real, that it really belongs to Trump. Because the Dems brought that to the DNC. Big ass book and shit. Trying to show off and shit. Big ass book talking about this is the Republican, this is Trump agenda. And we know good and hell well that's not Trump agenda. But they got black people scared. They using scare tactics and the shit work. Republicans use scare tactics too and shit. They use scare tactics too. That's why their own people got to check out that shit too. That's why they got to fact check their own people too as well. Both parties use scare tactics. Okay? But y'all listen, Dems, y'all doing some fucked up shit. Because y'all know that Project 25 don't belong to his ass. Y'all doing some fucked up shit. Y'all just trying to label it. When that shit was out way back when, y'all ain't say shit that it belonged to Trump then. Now it's, now that shit belong to Trump. Can y'all imagine? Let's go into it.
Sense for a group of people to vote for one party, lopsided, and they're voting, and they're not gonna get nothing out of it. You can't name a policy. You can't name a policy position. You can't name nothing that the Democrats have done, will do, plan to do that will benefit inner city black communities or black people as a whole. Name one.
Nothing.
I give you a 20. Name one. Name something that Kamala says she's going to do.
Nothing.
She ain't finna do nothing.
Republicans
y'all just going to be the same suit warmed over, man. She was still taking y'all to the sugar shack. All right. Let me play this clip, because there are some black people that I think have sense that are waking up and saying, well, enough is enough, man.
Yep.
Like I need more than just lip service. I need more than just pillow talk.
I'm telling you.
I need more of a commitment than y'all just wishing and praying on a star every election year. And y'all never have any results. The most dangerous place for black people to be is in Democrat-run cities. Ooh, by far.
That's nasty. But
the least educated black people are in Democrat-run cities.
Ooh, that's nasty.
And they still voting for Democrat. It's crazy to me. Roll the clip. Just to set this up, it's a B-roll. And there's a lady that called in that's giving commentary about the DNC. So it's a lady that's speaking. The video you see is B-roll. It's just random people in the background.
So I've been following both of the candidates for a few months now and listening to stuff that people saying. And one of the things that really bothers me is I see on the Harris side a lot of lies, like some of the stuff I didn't know, like this 2025 thing. I didn't know what it was, and they kept saying that it's Donald Trump is doing this, and when I looked it up, it has nothing to. It's not Donald Trump's thing, and a couple times I even heard him say that he does. Excuse me. Initially, he didn't even know what it was. And now he's saying he's not part of it, and they keep bringing that up.
I got to ask y'all something. Do you really believe that Trump would say that something is his and it's not his, or something ain't his and it's not his? I'm just, because if Project 25 was his, wouldn't he just sell it outright? He would say, Project 25 is mine. You know what I'm saying? He would just say, but you hear him saying his agenda, and he's saying, I don't know nothing about Project 25. He's saying, I know nothing about Project 25. I'm just saying. He don't even know the talking points, the bullet points, none of that. He's saying, I don't know shit about what they talking about. But we supposed to not believe him. Like, okay, we can't believe him saying that, but we believe Kamala gonna come in and change every motherfucking thing. She gonna fix the border and shit. Mind you, she was the border czar. Then, okay, let's act like we understand. She was the motherfucking border czar. She was the border czar. She was the mother. Let me say it a little lower. She was the motherfucking border czar, because that's what they want y'all to believe. They want y'all to believe that shit like that. They saying it low. She was the motherfucking border czar. She was the border czar. They don't want everybody to know, so they won't say it loud. They'll just say she was the border czar, just like that, really low. So everybody else don't hear she was the border czar. Cause I remember when they had the news conference, they all had those black masks on and shit, all separated six inches or whatever feet away from each other and shit. And they was talking and shit, and he named her the border czar. But now they're saying she wasn't the border czar. She was eye candy for the border czar. But actually, the DHS, whoever was the head of DHS, was actually the border czar. But I'll share something with you that I learned working in Port Authority for years. When shit happened, it rolls downhill. So somebody at the top can say, Let take this. This is a little nasty what I'm about to say. Take this. When 9/11 happened, I watched the towers burn from Terminal B in Newark Airport. Okay? I watched the towers burn. We were evacuating the building. Okay? FAA, back in the day before TSA came in this bitch, FAA, okay? FAA has certain rules of what you can carry on a plane and what you can't back in the day, okay? The box cutters that you could carry on a plane, that's the same thing that these fools had when they hijacked the plane. Same thing that FAA allowed on a motherfucking plane back then, okay? That they allowed on the planes back then. Okay? Same motherfucking blade that they allowed on the planes back then. But when the roosters came home to crow, right? When those roosters came home to motherfucking crow, what did they do? They blamed that shit on the security. You know how many of those people had to go see psychiatrists? Mind you, I wasn't in that terminal. See, one thing, when people want to do evil, I'll share this with you. When people want to do evil, they got to find out which is the weakest checkpoint to get through. I worked in Terminal B. We was on, if you got through Terminal B with some bullshit, you were lucky. Because the group I work with, we were somebody nightmare. Delta and Northwest used to complain about us all the motherfucking time. We were somebody nightmare. We made you check shit in quick. Nope. You got to check that in. Nope. You can't go. Oh, no, I'm so-and-so. We don't care. Don't you know, after 9/11 happened, say 2 weeks later, a lot of the supervisors from Northwest and Delta Airlines was hugging us in the morning telling us, we thought y'all was so bad, but we so happy the way y'all act. Continue acting just like that. See, the thing that Terminal A messed up on when they let those terrorists in is that they ran through the magnetometer. That's what happened. They let them run because they were late for their flight. But in Terminal B, we gave two shits if you were late for your flight. If you were late, that wasn't our problem. We would tell you, no, you got to walk back the fuck through. We ain't cursed though. But we would say, you got to walk back through. Oh, no, I'm mad. And tell them, listen, you better walk straight through. Don't come in here pimping and shit. You better walk like you got some sense, or you going to go through this thing like 10 times. You going to miss that flight. But Terminal A let them run through because they wasn't paying attention. They was up there gossiping on the machine and shit. And these motherfuckers got through. When shit happens, shit rolls downhill. They got to blame the last one on a totem pole. Mind you, FAA said that this box cutter is allowed through security. It's allowed through security. But what did they do? They blamed security for it getting through. Mind you, they allowed the shit. But they won't tell that. They just said it was security incompetence. And all those people had to see psychiatrists. Some of them had lost their mind because from them not doing what they supposed to do and FAA not doing what they were supposed to do, a lot of people went to glory. This is the shit that they do. See, you can't blame Kamala. You can't blame her, even though she the one who tell DHS what the fuck to do. No, it ain't my fault. It's not my fault. You were the border czar. Wasn't you the border czar? Were you not the border czar? Shit couldn't happen without you saying so. Get the fuck out of here. Now you talking about I get in the front seat. Things are gonna change. You already been in the front seat. You were the border czar, right? You already been in the front seat. Were you not in the front seat when it came to the border czar? You let all those motherfuckers in here, didn't you? So now you saying that you gonna get all of them out of here? Now you saying you gonna be sending these same people back? You not doing shit. Stop lying. You not doing nothing. You gonna get in that bitch and walk around like you doing something, and ain't shit gonna change. It's gonna still be the same. Americans gonna still be in motherfucking trouble. We gonna still be in trouble. Because if you wanted shit to change, would you not have changed it? You already in the front seat. You already there. Let's get back into it.
And then the other thing was some stuff that is coming back from when he was president. Like he said something about some kind of things with white supremacists or something in Charlottesville. And when I looked that up online, the fact-checking site Snopes, they said that that was incorrect, and then a couple other things. So they keep writing these speeches for Biden with this stuff in there, and then this 2025 thing is like, to me, once they tell a couple lies, I have to start wondering what else is a lie.
You decided on Trump.
Before we get to this clip, that's how I left the Democrat Party. When I started seeing Barack Obama talk trash about police officers, these are supposed to be the party of the people. They're supposed to be the party of justice. You sat there and lied about police officers doing things inappropriately. When you're the president of the United States of America, Mo, can you fact check? You can your people look it up for you? So you're not out here looking stupid as the president? And then once it came out, the DOJ came out and proved that Michael Brown was justifiably shot. Unfortunately, he died. And Obama never corrected that. He just kept going down and down. And then I started seeing every Democrat associating themselves with the ridiculous anti-police rhetoric.
BF, I never said 2025 did not exist. I said it didn't belong to Trump. I never said it didn't exist. I said it didn't belong to Trump. They're labeling him with something that doesn't belong to him. That's what I said. Okay, that's exactly what I said.
I said, what else? What else do they believe in that I don't believe in? What else are they standing on that I'm vehemently against? And I said, let me go to the Christian platform. What? They want to remove God from their platform? What? They want to remove the Constitution? Or not?
Whew.
The Constitution, they want to remove the Ten Commandments from the courtrooms? They're pushing unaliving the unborn? I mean, they pushing all kind of stuff. Gay man.
Thank you, Green Beans, for the $20 super chat. I appreciate it. Green Beans says she will get into office for 4 years. Then the news will be advertised. Her pantsuits and outfits will breed is $15. What is going on? I don't. Well bred is $15. I don't understand what is going on. Green Beans, thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate you. Let's get into it, y'all.
All this other stuff, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't believe in none of that.
Good morning, Walker. How are you?
And then so you have it. Once your house of cards come crashing down, you realize that the Democrat Party is an evil party. I think they have always been evil. Maybe they had a time where they were correcting a little bit, but they're the party of the Klan. They're the party of Jim Crow, all that. That's the Democrats have done all that. And then all they do is tell you they party switch. Shut the front door.
What about tonight? Because when we met last week, you were undecided. What about tonight made you decide you were going to vote for Trump?
Her speech was great. I like how she went into personal history again. It was just not moving for me.
But it made you think that Trump's a better candidate than her.
He's here for it.
I'm going to share something with you. A lot of us Christians who believe that we are Christians and we vote Democrat, I don't think we Christian. I'm going to share with you why I say this. Because we okay with deletions. You can't be Christian if you're okay with deletions. You can't be Christian if you're okay with deleting babies. You can't be. I understand when it's incest. I understand if it's the R word. And that's even wrong. That's even wrong too. But you can't be Christian if you believe that it's okay for them to delete babies. Because most of the time, deletions is only 1% of deletions, right, that are incest, 1% that are incest and that are the R word. The rest is just women being irresponsible with their body. The rest of the time is just women up here spreading their legs like the Red Sea and fucking men that they don't know. Okay? That's the rest of the time. The 1%, okay, Walker said less than 1%. Less than 1%, thank you, Walker, okay? Less than 1% are the ones that really need that done. The incest and the R word, because you don't want the young person to run mad or the woman to run mad. You don't want them to lose their mind. So that's why I would suggest that be done. Okay? That's why I would suggest that be done. Or the woman is in danger of losing her life and she has other children. Then I can understand you making that assessment. Okay? I can understand you making that assessment. But for us to just freely give deletions, like it's okay, just delete the baby. Why can't we talk about these women motherfucking closing your legs? Close your legs, damn it. Don't be out here fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't be giving that pussy away to everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is what we should be telling these girls. But no, liberation mean I could get out here and fuck whoever I want to fuck, and then I ain't got to take no consequences. I ain't got to have no consequences. If I want to take this baby and go to the chop shop, I can go to the chop shop. Mind you, I understand why y'all fucking the way you do, because let me share something with you. Fucking raw feels good, and I understand that. I've been married a long time, so I understand. But you ain't married. You don't have that luxury. You ain't supposed to be fucking anyway.
he's a little bit more aggressive.
She walked the line. She talked about Israel.
And this is the Palestinian people that are on their side. The Republicans don't have these weirdos on their side. And when I say weirdos, let me just be more concise about what I'm saying. I don't mind people who live in Palestine, or not live in Palestine, who are Palestinians who live in Israel, that are in the West Bank or Gaza, wanting to stand up for their people and wanting to stand up for their land that they believe belong to them. I don't have a problem with that. I ain't got no problem if they want to stand in solidarity with Palestinian people because they believe that Israel is committing a genocide or whatever. Then that's your opinion. But when y'all go over there and start hurting people and
No, he had to correct himself, Peter. He had to correct himself. Both parties got problems. Both parties got problems. Both parties got issues on both sides. But somebody in this bitch lying, okay? Because you can't be sitting up here saying you believe in Yahweh, okay? Somebody, listen, you can't get up here and say you believe in Yahweh and it's okay for these women to go get deletions of babies, innocent babies. You can't sit up here and say you believe in Yahweh and you think that this is okay for a young boy to change into a girl, from a young girl to change into a boy. If you think it's okay for a man to be in a woman's sports, you think it's okay for a man to be in a woman's bathroom. Okay, so somebody in this bitch lying, okay? Somebody in this bitch lying right here. So somebody is saying that they right and they not right. And somebody saying that, listen, this is what it is. Okay, somebody telling the truth and somebody lying, damn it. Okay? Somebody telling the truth and somebody lying. Mind you, check this out. I don't have a problem with the people with the small hats. I don't. Okay, because you got to be careful. Trigger warning out here in social media. I have no problem with the people with the small hats. I have no problem with Ukraine either. But I'm going to share something with you. Who going to help America? Who going to help America? We got money to feed wars and shit. But who going to help American people? Who going to help us in this bitch? Gas is high. I give two shits about these other nations. Gas is high as shit. Don't have money for eggs and milk and shit. We got enough. We don't have enough. We struggling and shit. Okay? We struggling going through bullshit. Okay? Because we out here funding wars and shit that we have nothing. We're not responsible for none of that shit. We're not responsible for none of that shit. Mind you, these are wars that's in the Bible that has been going on for God knows how long. Why should we give two shits? I'm just saying, why should we give two shits? First of all, this is the truth that this is the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to say. These are two brothers fighting. These are two brothers fighting. This is a family war right here. Why the fuck we in this shit? Okay? This war been going on before America was even born. Why the fuck we in this shit? Why we in it? Why should we get two shits? Why are we in this motherfucker? Okay? Our money. Our money. Why are we in this shit? This not our motherfucking business. They started this shit between each other. This is a blood war here. This is the brothers fighting this shit. Why are we in this shit? Don't they say this is a family affair? See your way out? What the kind of shit is this? We got money to fund wars, but we ain't got no money to take care of America. America is in this bitch hungry and shit. America is in this bitch hungry and shit. It's so bad that the food banks can't even handle how many people going hungry in this bitch. But we got money to send to other countries for wars and shit. Please get that nonsense out of here.
Snapping. Don't get mad when they come and whoop and sweep it out. When they come sweep it, don't play victim. You are in lockstep with Hamas to eliminate the Jews. That's fine. That's your opinion. It's your people. And then when you go over there and attack them and they come and spank you, then don't be acting like you a victim. That's all I'm saying. I ain't got the connection to neither one of them. If I was Palestinian, maybe I'd be supporting Palestinians in this. If I was Jewish, Israeli, I'd be supporting Israel.
This is the truth, y'all. We have no connection to these wars. We ain't got no motherfucking connection to these wars as Americans. We ain't got no connection to these wars. But we in here funding these bitches, okay? We in here funding this shit. We ain't got no connection to these motherfucking wars, okay? We American in this bitch. We ain't got no connection. I don't care what color you are. We ain't got no connection to these bitches. We ain't got no connection to none of this shit. But our tax money is funding all this bullshit. Ain't no way. I know good and hell well. Ain't no way. This shit has been already preordained. This shit's supposed to happen. And we in here trying to say, oh, we can calm this shit. We can calm this shit. The best thing we can do is stop the money. Stop the money. If you stop the money, they can't do shit. What other country gonna get the money? Stop the money. They ain't gonna be able to do shit. Stop the money. Stop the motherfucking money. Where they getting the money from? Where they getting the money from? Stop the money. Where they getting the money from? Ain't no other nation gonna help them. Ain't no other nation gonna help them. Stop the money. They can't fight if you stop the money. We in here thinking that shit is okay, and it's not. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the page if you feel the content. I appreciate you. Cash App, Super Chat is available if you like the content. Let's get it in.
Israelis in this. But I'm not stupid enough to think that y'all can go and do this, and then when they retaliate, y'all victims now. No, you got what was coming to you. You got this spanking. You F around and found out. But anyway, their party has this segment of people that are pro-Hamas, that are Jew haters. And this is pretty much what they had to say about the Kamala, which is going to be a big problem in the Democrat Party.
And how October 7th was horrible. Yeah, it was horrible. But I feel like she kind of downplayed what's been going on in the last 10 months. If she would have called for a permanent ceasefire, saying we do need a permanent ceasefire, I think that, for me, that would have been different.
You are bombing our families with our money, and just one good speech is going to win us over again? I don't think so.
In the Arab and Muslim community, we've been voting for Democrats for a long time. We've hosted Democrats in our homes. We've donated to them. We've fundraised for them. And we've knocked on doors for them. But at this point, our money is going to our families overseas who are dying every single day, who need aid because of direct results from this administration, which she's part of.
They losing voters are going to put Trump in the office. That's on them. That's not on us. They are distancing their voters from them. They are not listening to their constituents. It's on them. It's not on us.
Yes, Kamala Harris talked about immigration, but excusing the situation of the status quo as being a function of one bill not getting allowed to pass by Trump, it's not going to be satisfying. Amen. Not to independent voters, not for people who study the issue.
All right, we put a little collage together so you can see kind of what the tempo of some people and how they feel about the DNC isn't sufficient. If you ask me, it's not sufficient whatsoever. It's not sufficient whatsoever. I think that people need substance. And unless you're completely stupid, I think, I just have to be honest. You got to be stupid to think that Kamala Harris is honest about the border.
She lying.
Like, it came down to one bill one time when allegedly Donald Trump, y'all had 3 years to.
You see that? You see what Officer Tatum just said right now? Y'all had 3 years to worry about that fucking border. You had 3 years to do some shit about that border. And so now y'all try to pass something in the House and the Senate. And so the shit went on deaf ears because why? Y'all added some bullshit in there. And the Republicans is like, no, this is supposed to be about the border. This is not supposed to be about the people with the small hats in Ukraine. This is supposed to be about American soil, the border. So no, we not gonna sign that shit because y'all added some other bullshit in here. Let's not act like y'all don't put bullshit in here so that it won't get passed. Let's not, so that you can blame. Y'all hurried up and did that shit so y'all can add it to the DNC. Oh, well, we tried, we tried. And so they didn't want to do, you had 3 years. Y'all waited to now, the year of the election year, and to do something. You had 3 years to work on this border shit. Okay? Kamala, you was the border czar, sis. You was the border czar. Let's act like we understand. Good morning, Miss O. How are you? You was the border czar, bitch.
Something. In 2022, Kamala Harris said that the border is secure. That's what she said. It's on camera. Roll the clip.
Would you call the border secure?
The border is secure.
You're confident this border is secure?
We have a secure border. After decades in law enforcement, I know the importance of safety and security, especially at our border. As president, I will bring back the
In 2022, she said, she said the border was secure. In 2022, she said the border was secure. How the fuck all those people get over here? How the fuck all those people get over here? In 2022, she said the border was secure. How the fuck all those people get over here? Now you lying. You lying. How the fuck all those people get over here? And I know good and hell well. I know good and hell well. Thank you, Samuel, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. American and Israel are married, and Israel is the husband. Ooh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Samuel, I told you about telling the truth over here. I told you about telling the truth over here. Samuel, don't come over here and telling the truth, and then you're going to drop a $10 super chat. Don't come over here and telling the truth. I told you about that. You got to be careful. People is in the chat and shit. Samuel, don't be doing that. I told you, Samuel, I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you, damn it. I'm going to block you, Samuel. I already told you, don't be coming over here and telling the truth. Shit.
partisan border security bill that he killed, and I will sign it into law.
Kamala Harris said that the border is secured.
That's what she said.
So when did the Democrats actually care about this issue?
Okay.
Anybody with common sense know that don't sound right.
It doesn't.
Project 2025.
Mm-hmm.
It was fact checked already that that's a lie. They still running with it.
Can you imagine?
Kamala Harris, when I become president, I'm gonna do all this stuff. Well, you vice president right now. What like I don't get it.
That's nasty.
Democrats been running the country 12 out of the last 16 years. Bro, if people are still complaining.
That's nasty. Green Beans, thank you for the $2 super chat. Oh, Green Beans, I can't stand you, Green Beans. Green Beans gonna say, this really ain't Israel. Oh, that's nasty. I told y'all about coming in and telling the truth. You better stop. You better stop. They're gonna block us. They're gonna block my channel. You better stop telling the truth. You and Samuel come in here and say some shit in here. Y'all gonna get us in trouble. Let's finish this.
About things not going well, majority of it is y'all's fault. Just on sheer numbers. All right. I said enough. I'll see you on the next one.
All right. Shout out to Tatum. Tatum be doing the damn thing. Shout out to Tatum. He be doing the damn thing. He does it well, honey. He does it well. Can you imagine? I want y'all to hear this. Shout out to Young, Black, and Wealthy. I want y'all to hear this, okay? Check this out.
Speeches, as good as they were, is that she's in the White House right now. Democrats have controlled the White House for 12 of the last 16 years. And for all of the talk about division and the problems in the country and people are hurting, Democrats have mostly controlled this country. Trump had it for 4. The Obamas and Biden had it for the rest of the time. And somehow, it's still all Trump's fault, and somehow she hasn't been at the center of it. So to me, that's still the glaring hole in this campaign that hasn't yet been solved at the convention. How do you explain all of the problems that will be solved by the person who is currently in there for the last 3.5 years, who is supposed to already be working on solving it? These speeches, as good as they...
And ain't nobody had nothing to say. Everybody was looking at him with their mouth wide open. She's already in that bitch. Why shit not change now? She's already in there. What did she say? What did they say? What did she say? They tied my hands. You the second in command. They tied your hands. So you telling me when you get in the driver's seat, are your hands gonna be tied when you get in the driver's seat? You already showing us you can't take accountability because you are not out here saying that you were the border czar. In 2022, you were saying you were the border czar. Oh, our borders are secure. But now in your recent speech, you said you have been in law enforcement for this and years, and that you know what it is to guard the border. Mind you, you were the border czar. Why wasn't the border secure? Why wasn't the border secure? You were the border czar, damn it. You've been in law enforcement for God knows how long, right? Why wasn't it secure? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's what you were. One more time for the crowd in the back. Let's play it one more time. Young, Black, and Wealthy. Shout out to Young, Black, and Wealthy. One more time.
Speeches, as good as they were, is that she's in the White House right now.
Right.
Democrats have controlled the White House for 12 of the last 16 years.
Fact.
And for all of the talk about division and the problems in the country and people are hurting, Democrats have mostly controlled this country. Trump had it for 4.
Only 4.
The Obamas and Biden had it for the rest of the time. And somehow, it's still all Trump's fault, and somehow she hasn't been at the center of it. So to me, that's still the glaring hole in this campaign that hasn't yet been solved at the convention. How do you explain all of the problems that will be solved by the person who is currently in there for the last 3.5 years, who is supposed to already be working on solving it? These speeches.
You don't know nothing. Out of all the 3.5 years, you already been in the passenger seat. You don't know nothing. That's just like when a driver, you with somebody, you in the passenger seat, and you see this is the way that y'all always go to work every day. You go to work this way every day. Let's talk about it. You go to work this way every day, and the driver, the driver say, we gonna go this way. Now, you know, as the co-driver, that going that way gonna lead y'all ass back the fuck home. You know, if they go this way, the driver go this way, you gonna go the fuck back home. Okay? Why would you continue to still sit in that car? Why would you continue to still sit in that car? Why would you continue to keep driving with this person? If they gonna drive the other way, they taking you back home. You supposed to be going to work. Let's talk about it. Samuel, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, honey. The U.S. is Babylon, and the 304 is set to ride the beast of revelations. Y'all better take heed to the message. Oh, you right. You speaking facts right there, Samuel. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. But it's true. It's true. Everything that is not right, that we were raised on, that shit is not right, they put that shit into law. They put that shit into law. We want to sit up here and say the Republicans are the demons. They're the ones that's evil. They work for the devil. Mind you, check this out. Both of them is evil. Both of them is evil. Okay? Both, Republican and Democrat, both of them is evil. But it's one party that believes whatever you were born, that's what you shall remain. It's one party that believes whatever you are born, that's what you shall remain. There's one party that believes that deletion should not be done. There's one party that believes that the Constitution should be upheld. Let's talk about it. There's one party that believes that men should not be in women's sports. There's one party that believes that men should not be able to go into women's bathrooms. There's one party that believes that men and women should not be naked in a parade where children are walking around. There's one party that believes that you should not be in no parade, booty button naked, and children see you. I ain't Republican. I'm not Republican. But damn it, this sound, and listen, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Y'all better open up your motherfucking eyes. Something ain't right. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. "12 years they've been running this bitch. 12 years they've been running this bitch. Trump ran it for 4. So you telling me all the things that's happening in this bitch is because of who? It's because of Trump? It's not y'all. Y'all not the ones responsible for this shit in here. It's Trump and his cronies. No, nope, no. My brothers and sisters, y'all better wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Something is not right. Wake up. Both of them ain't right. Both of them is not right. But one is on the side of justice. I'm sorry. One make motherfucking sense, and the other one sound cray-cray. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. One sound cray-cray and one makes sense, damn it. Why should we care as Americans that other countries are getting in wars? Why should we care? I know it's mean for me to say it. I know it's mean, I know it's mean. But this is the truth. This is the truth. We could barely take care of our families. Why should we give 2 shits what other countries is doing? Stop giving them money. They'll stop fucking fighting. Stop giving them money. They stop giving them shit. They'll stop fighting. Go in there and collect all the equipment y'all left and shit in another country. They had a whole parade with all the motherfucking equipment y'all left and shit. A whole parade and shit. Go over there. If you can't even get the shit, go blow the shit up. Go blow all the stuff where they keep it at. Just go blow that base up. That's what you do. Now, take heed to the message does not support violence. I don't support violence. But this is what it is. Why do we care about these other... Why do we give a fuck? Why do we care? Stop the money. They'll stop fighting. They can't fight with the money. If they don't have no money, they can't fight. They can't buy shit. Stop giving them money. That's what you do. Stop giving them money and all other types of bullshit. Stop giving them. They can't fight without that. What they gonna do? Fight with sticks and rocks and shit? Let them fight with sticks and rocks and shit. do we give two shits? When Americans in this bitch crying and we can barely do what we need to do to take care of our family and shit. I'm tired. That doesn't make sense. You're giving all the migrants everything and shit, and Americans in this bitch starving. How is it that y'all came to an agreement to give the migrants all this money and food stamps and stuff like that, right? But when it comes to us doing a budget for the beginning of the year, y'all motherfuckers can't agree on that shit. If you do agree, it's like a week or something, y'all agree on that shit, or 3 weeks or something and shit, or 3 months or 6 months and shit, y'all can agree on that shit. How is it? How is it that y'all can do that? But for the migrants, y'all was able to collectively agree on giving them taxpayers money and shit and putting them in a room and board, giving them room and board. How is it that y'all was able to do that shit? But y'all never agree on anything else. Thank you, Malik. Y'all never agree on anything else, but y'all was able to agree on that shit. You was able to agree on giving money to the small hat people. And Ukraine. How is it that y'all was able to do that shit? Inquiring minds want to motherfucking know. Inquiring minds want to motherfucking know. How was y'all able to do that shit? Nobody give a shit about us. American people. I don't give a fuck what color you are. I said American people in this bitch. Why nobody don't care about us? We struggling and shit. We going through a lot of bullshit in this bitch. But y'all give migrants all the motherfucking money, and it's okay for them to do what the fuck they want to do. They took over a whole project building, some gang and shit, and y'all let them motherfuckers stay on our soil. When have we ever let people come in this bitch and say, this is our land and we claiming it? When have we ever done that shit? When have we ever thought that someone can come in, somebody can come in and take over a whole project building and say, I'm running this shit? When have Americans ever let someone come in and say, I'm taking this building and this shit is mine? When is that? I never heard that shit before. Never heard that shit before in my life. Thank you, AA. I appreciate you, baby, for the $20 super chat. Somebody wants us gone. When have we ever let somebody just come in and just say, this is my motherfucking shit? In America? In America? That you can come in and take over a whole building and then nobody come in here with a SWAT team and take everybody out. When has that ever happened? A gang of doing illegal activity. The problem we got, check this out. It's not just the blacks that got a problem. It's not just us. It's not just black people got a problem. Everybody always say, it's just the blacks. It's not just the blacks. It's not. It's everybody that is American that got this fucking problem. All of us. All of us got this problem. Because they not just taking from black people, they taking from all of us that are American. Because we pay taxes in this bitch. Anybody who pay taxes in this bitch, you should have a problem with the migrants being here. I ain't saying we should do anything to anybody. I'm just saying we should have a problem with how collectively the House and the Senate voted to give these motherfuckers money. I don't care that they have children. I know y'all gonna be like, oh, they have kids. I got kids. I got kids. A lot of Americans have children. We have kids. Okay. We have houses and shit. You know, we have cars and shit too. Okay. A lot of us got bills and shit. We in trouble. I said, if you American in this bitch, you should have a problem. I said it. Yes, American. I don't care what color you are. I don't care that they have children. I don't care. I don't care. That's not my problem. When white families and Asian families and Hispanic families and black families are losing their homes, they're losing apartments, they got barely money to feed their children, they got barely money to get school clothes and book bags and shoes and shit. This is the motherfucking problem. They got barely enough money to have gas. I said white, Asian, Hispanic, black. I said black, white, Hispanic, Asian. All of us that are Americans got this motherfucking problem. It's not just blacks in this bitch that got the problem. All of us got this motherfucking problem because we the ones that's funding this bullshit. They know that food costs a motherfucking arm and a leg. Hey, boss man, how are you, honey? They know that food costs an arm and a motherfucking leg, but they giving them $1,500 a month in food stamps. No, $1,300 a month in food stamps. But are they giving that to American people? Even the ones that's working and shit. Are they giving that to American people? Because food is on the rise in this bitch. Food is on the rise in this bitch. Even the working class need help and shit with money for food. Oh, take heed. You should care. You know, they have children and this and that. You know, you're a black woman. You understand. And I'm going to tell you just like this. I give two shits. I don't care that they have children. Did anybody tell them to cross the border with those kids? Huh? Did anybody tell them to come across with those kids? Ain't nobody tell them to come across with those kids through tough terrain and shit and water and everything. Ain't nobody tell them to climb these rocky mountains and shit to get across to the border. Ain't nobody tell them to do that shit. I didn't tell them. Did you tell them? Did y'all tell them to cross the border with those kids? No, listen. I know it's nasty. I know a lot of y'all hate me and shit. And I'm going to share something with you. I give two shits if you hate me. It's right, damn it. Why should we care? When shit happen in America, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. When shit happen in America, shit go left in this bitch. Okay? Do you hear anybody from any other nations talking about let's send help to America? Do you hear anybody say that? Let's send quilts and shit and food and towels and shit to America. Do you hear anybody say that shit? Do anybody say that shit? Let's go help America build houses and shit. Let's go help America fix anything. I don't hear shit. And I don't mean to keep bringing this up because 9/11 is on my heart. But when 9/11 happened, because I could never forget it. I don't care how old I get. I will never forget 9/11. When 9/11 happened and shit, who was there digging? Did foreign countries come over and help us? Did they send anybody to come help us and shit? Did anybody come help us? And shit? No, it was Americans in that bitch digging and everything. Okay? All they sent us was, all they said was, our hearts go out to America. Fuck your heart. Because when shit happened with y'all motherfuckers in this bitch, we send people over to help y'all. What the fuck? Nobody care. Nobody cares when it happens to America. Nobody cares. When we in trouble, nobody cares. They knew bringing in all those migrants would be a problem. Good morning, Ricky. How are you? It's good to see you, sir. They knew. Malik, thank you for holding down the chat. I know I'm talking some extra long today. I'm sorry about that. When they knew all these migrants was going to come in here and do some fucked up shit, they didn't care nothing about us. They didn't care shit about American people. They didn't care two shits about what the fuck we was going through. They didn't give two shits. They said, let's use the taxpayer money to give these people. Fuck what you heard. That's what they said. Fuck what you heard. We don't care what y'all going through. Fuck what you heard. That's what they said. Fuck what you heard. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. If you feel the content, please donate to the page as well. Cash App, Super Chat is available. Venmo is available as well. Please like the video as well. Thank you, my dear, for subscribing. The thing is that they want Americans to have hearts for immigrants. Not immigrants. Yeah, I said it correctly. Y'all know how I ain't good with words, okay? The migrants. They want us to care about the migrants, okay? And as Americans, we should care about people, right? Because we're America. You know, it's every color that's over here in this bitch. But I'm going to share something with you. Once you get your legal documentation that you're an American, okay? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You knew how hard it was to become an American. You knew how much money you had to pay to become an American, right? But when you got people that's walking across the border, right? Let's talk about it, you know. Let's talk about it. You got people walking across the border and they getting everything in their hand for free. They ain't had to pay for nothing. Do you feel some type of way? Do you feel bad? You should feel bad. Because if I got to pay close to $10,000 and I got to pay a lawyer and shit to do my paperwork, that's another 10. And then you got other people that just crossing across the border and they giving them everything for free. I would feel some type of way. I would feel sad. I was born here. Mine is different. But I would feel some type of way. And as an American, once you become an American, you on our motherfucking side. So anybody who crossed the fuck over, that shit ain't right. When America got to take care of your ass and you not American, that shit ain't right. Now, if you American, I ain't got shit to say to you. You American, you worked and shit, you paid taxes and shit. I ain't got shit to say to you. You need help. You need help. They supposed to help you. This your country. They supposed to help you. But when you come across the motherfucking border, you have never done shit for the economy. You have never paid one lick of taxes in your motherfucking life. You the problem. You the problem. I'm telling you right now. You the problem. You the problem. I have a problem with you. I have a problem with you. That shit ain't right. Fuck what you heard. That shit ain't right. I don't care that they got children. That's not my problem. We got kids in this bitch too. That ain't my problem. Who told you to cross the border with children in the first place? I know I'm gonna get a lot of people who say they don't like my stuff and everything like that, that I'm racist and all this other stuff, and I'm evil and this and that, and she liked Trump and all this other stuff. I'm gonna get people that's gonna say all that shit. Mind you, you ain't listened to all the things that I said beforehand. You just immediately said I like Trump, and I don't. I don't like Trump. I don't like Kamala ass either. Okay? But I know some of y'all gonna get in here and say, she's this, she's that, and I just got one reply to you. Fuck you, I don't care what you heard. Yeah. I give two shits what you think about me. I am not racist at all. I don't give two shits. Y'all motherfuckers better wake up. Democrats had this bitch for 12 years. Trump had that shit for 4. Who the fuck think this shit went left? It was because of who? The Dems. It was the Dems that fucked this shit up. It was the Dems that fucked this shit up. 12 years. It was the Dems that did this shit. It was not Trump, who was only in there for 4 years. That can't be. That can't be right. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate you. So now we done for the day. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. I'm sorry for all the cursing and screaming and everything. Please forgive me. But I want to share something with you. That's my content. So if you don't like all that shit, you got to scroll the fuck up in this bitch. You got to scroll the fuck up in this bitch. Now I'm done for today. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. You can also donate through Super Chat as well. The links are in the bio. Super Chat is where you make your comment at. And for the Cash App, you will see it in my bio on Instagram. You will see the link for Cash App. Okay? If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmracksfashion.com. Okay? ubmracksfashion.com. All right? I have 5 links total. So the main website, ubmracksfashion.com, Etsy, Macari, eBay, and Pushmart. Okay? Take heed to the message, everybody. This is our family business. Come rock with us, all right? Also, thank you, Ricky, for putting it in. Thank you for putting it in also, Club King UB. And YouTube, I sell merch at YouTube, okay? So we got hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, baby clothes, all that good shit. Y'all can go check it out, okay? Y'all can go check it out if you want to, okay? And I appreciate y'all, because y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all said, let me go see what this loudmouth heifer talking about. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, because listen, we got to stop being brainwashed by foolery. We got to stop letting these people sit here and make us believe if you don't vote for Kamala, you ain't black. We got to stop that shit. Okay? We got to stop that shit. Okay? We got to check what the hell is going on. Because ain't no way you been already in the White House all this time. You've been in the driver's seat. You've been in the passenger driver's seat. Okay? You've been there. You know what the hell is going on. But you trying to play dumb. We not doing that. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. Thank you for coming to rock with me.